Mataaevave. Greetings to all the computer teachers. I am Hymel Taiese Soana'i Oeti. I am teaching computer studies in Mataaevave College. Today I will be addressing some of the teaching ideas and techniques on how to teach ethical issue. As you already know, ethical issue is one of the core topics in Strand 1, which is personal computer system and management. The topic for this presentation is ethical issue. Before I move on, this is the content of what I am going to discuss throughout this presentation. Learning outcomes. We all know as teachers, we have shifted to the outcome-based system. Therefore, our learning outcome must be based according to the content of the topic. When we set our learning outcomes, it creates a clear expectation of what needs to be accomplished by the end of the topic. It also guides the students to areas that we want them to focus on as they work through the learning process. For example, define ethical issue. Give examples of ethical issue. There are challenges that we encounter during the teaching process. These are some of the difficulties that we come across when teaching computer ethics. The first one, the ability of the student in our class are not equal. The second one, the lack of understanding of the topics and its content. The third one, students find it hard to understand the topic of ethical issue, which is very broad in relation to technology. And the last one, students have no understanding on what technological crime are. What happens if the topic is not clearly stated? If we go through the teaching process without thinking of ideas to address the challenges, it will also be difficult for the students to learn. Consequently, they will drop out of school because they lose interest in learning, withdraw from the subject, fail national exams or assessments, no understanding about computer issue, and if they have no understanding, they will become criminals. These are some of the ideas or strategic plan on how to address challenges. We all understand that there are different student abilities in our classes, and we must teach them equally. In that case, the teacher must teach according to the ability of the students, so that each student understands. Otherwise, the fast learner are the only student that benefit from our teaching. But how? Provide multiple levels for each activity? Teach the same concept several ways? Play games? Make them happy by playing computer ethic game activity, and at the same time, they are learning something from it. The second idea is brainstorming. Brainstorming idea helps us to capture the student intention by letting them speak generally about the topic. State the topic and brainstorm it together with the students by asking questions to get the student thinking about the topic of the lesson. Example, what are ethical issues? The student will freely respond to the question, giving those answers. After sharing of general idea, we teachers try and generate the meaning of the topic using our student thinking, so that they may be able to understand the simple meaning of the topic. Example, ethical issue means moral principle and behavior that govern the appropriate conduct of a person or an organization. Show pictures that relate to the lesson topic. Make good example to show the importance of the topic. The next idea is think outside of the box regarding the presenting of the topic. Using ideas and examples from the student background are very useful to originally generate the student learning habits. Think of the topic generally and create ideas and examples from their background that makes them easily understand so that they can adapt to the lesson. Example, most of the students in our class go to Sunday school and they are familiar with the 10 commandments that God gave to Moses. use those commandments to target the student learning. Example of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not bear false witness, and etc. These commandments help the people of Israel to control their behavior while on their journey. There are also 10 commandments to govern the use of technology. Give the opportunity to students to create their commandments. This is skill level 3 or 4 question. Think of why you want to use computer. Now think of the challenges. Create a list of commandments or guidelines to govern your computer usage. These are some of the 10 computer ethics commandments. Thou shalt not use computer to harm others. Thou shalt not interfere with other people's work. Thou shalt not snoop other people's file. Thou shalt not use computer to steal. Thou shalt not bear false witnesses. Thou shalt not use paid software. Thou shalt not use computer without permission. Thou shalt not use people's intellectual property. Thou shalt think about the law of ethical issue. Thou shalt use computer wisely and respect others. By using these general critical thinkings and ideas, they really help the students in relation to computers and learn exactly what ethical issue in computer. The last one, warnings. Teach the students about the importance of technologies. Computer is not defined by what it is and what it does, but how it used. As we have witnessed the advance of technology nowadays, it is more flexible. And that flexibility may cause the user behavior unethically. Let them understand about cybercrime. We all know cybercrime are the digital-based hacker. They are using computer to commit crime like stealing, unauthorized access, and etc. Warn them about the consequences when violating the computer ethics. Every intellectual property is under the ethical law. That means committing a crime using computer will be penalized. Computer teachers, our course is very important as most of the works in our country are computerized. Therefore, the teaching of our course lesson is very important. Those are some of the ideas and teaching techniques that hopefully will help us throughout our teaching process. Thank you.